Every second person still has a belly. And if you're overweight, the belly is definitely there. It would be a smaller issue if it were only about aesthetics. But the reality is, in about 75% of cases, a large belly reflects the condition of the heart and blood vessels, and there's more. About 70% of people who lose weight say they still couldn't get rid of their belly fat. So why is belly fat so stubborn? And what actually works? When we talk about belly fat, most people mean two types of fat. The fat under the skin, the one you can pinch between your fingers, that's subcutaneous fat. And the fat that gives the belly that pushed-out shape is visceral fat, the fat around your internal organs inside the abdomen. Between these two, the real problem is the fat around the organs, deep inside the belly. Because it releases inflammatory molecules and fats directly into the bloodstream, and it activates stress hormones. It's like someone mixing sewage into a city's water reservoir, and contaminated water starts coming out of the tap. On top of that, what belly fat releases flows straight into the liver, damaging it and leading to fatty liver. It's like a neighbor constantly dumping trash into your yard, and you never manage to clean it up in time. More belly fat means more trash for the liver. Humans always had belly fat, even in ancient times, but temporarily. It increased before winter, during illness, and in pregnancy. It protected organs, and it served as fast energy when food was scarce. Because belly fat used to build up when life was hard, stress is still the biggest signal for belly fat accumulation. If you're stressed, stress hormones tell belly fat to grow. Also, when you overeat and insulin rises, especially with sweets. Insulin blocks fat breakdown and promotes belly fat storage. The third major trigger is yo-yo dieting. You diet, you lose weight, you gain it back. Repeat. This cycle mimics ancient famine periods. When you diet, fat drops, muscle drops, stress rises. And when you start eating again, the body gets a strong signal to store fat in the belly. Before we talk about what works, we need to be clear. There is no single method that specifically erases belly fat. Reducing belly fat is part of overall weight loss. But we can prioritize burning abdominal fat and preventing new storage. First thing you can do, within the first hour after waking, go outside. This lowers stress hormones during the day and signals safety to the body. You're not in survival mode. Also, walk for 10 minutes after every meal. This one habit alone can reduce glucose and insulin spikes by at least 30%. This mechanism is well studied, and it's one of the best things you can do for your body. Walk 10 minutes after each meal. Small secret. If you ate sweets or dessert, start walking 5 minutes after eating. Walk for 15 minutes. If you ate a heavy, fatty meal, wait about 10 minutes, then walk. Second, drink green tea, at least 2 cups per day, especially in the first half of the day. Green tea supports fat breakdown and fat burning. Studies suggest it's particularly helpful for belly fat because of epigallocatechin gallate. Third, apple cider vinegar. It can improve insulin sensitivity, meaning less insulin is needed. It may also reduce fat production in the liver and slightly improve satiety. 1 teaspoon twice a day. More doesn't improve results. Always dilute in water. Undiluted vinegar damages tooth enamel and can irritate the stomach. Diluting it does not reduce effectiveness. Best taken 10 minutes before meals. Avoid before sleep and on an empty stomach if sensitive. Fourth, protein. This isn't theory. Research shows protein intake is critical. Golden rule, the first bite should be protein. Eggs, meat, yogurt. Then eat whatever else you planned. Starting with protein reduces post-meal glucose and insulin spikes. This effect is seen in most people. Eggs are a strong option. Complete amino acids. Cheap. Very filling. A breakfast starting with eggs is associated with a smaller waist circumference. Have a stable daily protein anchor, something you eat every day. Maybe eggs and yogurt. It may sound boring, but if you care about your waistline, your body needs a reliable protein base. Before any sweets, eat protein first. Eggs, meat, cheese, Greek yogurt. If you want a healthy body, protein is your ally. And finally, supplements. The most effective 5 for weight loss and waist reduction. First, protein, also as a supplement for those who train. Second, dietary fiber, psyllium or oats. Third, green tea extract, supports thermogenesis and fat burning. Fourth, caffeine, increases energy expenditure and fat burning. Fifth, berberine, reduces insulin levels, somewhat similar to metformin. Almost drug-level strength on insulin. Not a direct fat burner, so fifth place. As for magic, there is none. Weight loss and belly reduction depend on your commitment. You can use tools, protein, activity, supplements, radiant. But the main factor is your decision and your consistency. Support always exists.